Good morning, fellas. Couple cards got my eyes on. We're going to work towards it.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. Bulldozes past him. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Running again, and again it's McFadden. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively, and now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Got an open man. It's Devin Hester. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
We got a mini base. Here we go. All right.
They'll run for it. McFadden. He gets away from 1. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Running again on 1st with McFadden. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
McFadden up the middle. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Up, 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 up. Hey, Ken. Easy. Hey, Ken. Nice.
Here's Fields. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
1st down, a run with McFadden. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Chips clear. Go.
Up the middle, McFadden. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Hey, Ken. Here we go.
They'll run. McFadden. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Darren McFadden, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields trying to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
Well, this team is obviously going for the crusher. All right, they don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up the touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face in it and say, guess what? We're going to be doing this all game long.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. On a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Back 60. Go.
Lamb will go in motion. Richardson looking to throw this. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Richardson working from the gun. And this one is incomplete. Second and 10. Lamb will go in motion. And Richardson back to throw it. That is caught by Lamb. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Buffalo. 42 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Irving. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Calvin Johnson, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw. Fields. This one taken in by Hester. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go, son.
A give left. McFadden. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. Second and a couple.
Extend. Here we go, son.
McFadden again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
He'll take it inside the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the pistol, a McFadden run. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Darren McFadden in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. So his strong...
They don't want to deal with that run game, bro. That shit on point. Give me 1 sec. We'll take a little intermission. Gotta use the restroom real quick.
Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you're on a play, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple of decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll run. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Working quickly here.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Right.
2nd and 8. Throw complete to Juszczyk. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense up to the line fast.
That's right.
Getting the fullback involved here. And they're going to bring him down after a good gain to the 40.
Oh, hurry up.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's right. Go.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of the defense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Right.
Here's a give. Fullback headed up the gut. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stuffed right at the line.
Hey, Ken. You got a mini base. Right.
Off play action. It's Fields. Avoids the sack. And he's able to get into the 2 before the stop.
Hurry up.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Tonight.
They'll try it left side. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. All right, Jets offense ready. They're going for 2.
Here we go. Right.
Flying forward on the ground. And he'll get in. That gives him an 8-0 lead. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Here's a return from the 7. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Here we go. Jack.
On the give, this is Irving. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also... Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. 2nd and 5. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle, instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd down, it's Brissett. That pass complete to Irving. There he goes, right sideline. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish off their opening drive. The Steelers leaving their offense on the field. We got a 2-point conversion coming up. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. So they try to match 8 points with 8 points, partner, but no luck on the conversion. They stay down 2.
You know, Kate, some people prefer to take the extra point right there. Others prefer to try and keep pace. There is a lot of game left to make up those 2 points. I'll tell you this, when you get it the first time around and you're in that lead, you can see how it puts the pressure on the other to perform.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Here's the handoff. A lot of grass ahead. Run down, and at the end he loses the football. It's not free. And New York takes it back for a touchdown. The Jets picked up the fumble and ran it home. So once again, the Jets going for 2.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll try to run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. That extends their lead to 10 points. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And disaster partially averted. At least he got his fumble back. But man, they're in a really tough spot to start this drive.
Okay, I think he was in full-on panic mode for a brief moment. He just made sure it never overwhelmed him. Calmly picks it back up. May have lost him some yards, but at least it didn't lose them the possession.
They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a person in this stadium didn't start tensing up the way I did up in the booth. You could feel that goal line coming, right pressure right in his face. Nearly turned into a couple points down. And now you got to be so careful. No breathing room. The next snap.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Steelers need some big yards in a hurry. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Irving here from the gun. He's past the marker and past the 25. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Once again, Irving. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Going to the ground again on first. Defenders are there to get him at the line. That stop made by Derek Brown. No progress on 1st down, and they'll bring up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brissett. Reeled in by George Kittle. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Brissett. Into the hands of Kittle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. From the red zone now. He's on the move. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return.
Here we go, son.
One last play before the break.
Bunch right. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Test me. Bunch right. Right.
He's back to throw. Passing downfield, working the left. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock here with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
On the jump.
The drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
70 Rangers.
Operating from the gun, Brissett. Offensive movement up, they're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Brissett now on 1st and 10. From left side, caught by Neighbors. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after a catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That throw finds Kittle. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. To the air yet again, Brissett. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Trap 60. 19 Lions. Here we go.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Working quickly here.
19 tight.
On 1st down, it's Brissett. On the move, headed right.
It's illegal touching.
Touchdown, whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. The game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throwing from the gun here. Buys time, rolling right. He doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. The discretion is a part of fouling in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely. Throwing it away.
This throw is caught. This one stopped at the 3-yard line. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's in for the touchdown. The Steelers take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. And he won't opt to bring this this one out. He's content to keep it in the end zone and start their drive at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Again, running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, son.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion.
Go.
Here's 2nd and 11. Complete here to Bowers. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options.
Here we go, son.
Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That kind of call right there, Kate, shouldn't be the 3rd down surprise it used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks, they want. But boy, is it tough to defend. That's why they love breaking it out to reset those chains.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to great effort defensively.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Got him 5 yards back, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Back-to-back carries here.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Facing a 4th and 12, but this offense is undeterred.
Here we go. Son.
He'll throw it. And they won't do it. That ball's
And they just run the fucking wrong route.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen in the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, he'll be up to the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Steelers up by 4.
Ready?
Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. Trying to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. Looking to throw. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Byron Jones with the INT. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space, nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Brissett back to the air after the pick. Chased out to his right. Try and push it deep. It's grabbed inside the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. The Mets got it. Must jump in front lane.
Get down!
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Yeah, I know I'm about to get an easy win.
Team out there for the Steelers, and here they
Pussy
go to
bitch.
send it away.
I'm actually not black.
From the 2.
Racist ass bitch.
They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line.
Imagine being like that where you're scared to fucking play defense. It's not my fault you scored and left me a minute on the clock. It's a generation of people, man. Instead of trying with a minute left to play defense, they quit and give me the free win. If you're gonna do that, you should have did that in the first quarter, bro. I'm dragging it out. If you don't let me win, just let me win. Yeah, well, I like having goddamn McFadden, bro. It's just people don't want to defend him.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Well, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they finally get to it out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Kitty, kitty. Kitty.
Here we go, Zach.
The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
From the 48-yard line, here's a second and 4.
Tonight.
Running again and again, it's McFadden. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Hurry up.
Fields changing the play. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up second down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Now a second and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
A give left, McFadden. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Running again on first with McFadden. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
The safety position continues to evolve into a bigger role in run defense than in the past. They certainly love to have him drop down and get aggressive in bringing ball carriers down behind the line of scrimmage. Not many bigger stops than that one right there.
Down the left sideline. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Thanks for coming out in a double safety blitz. Appreciate that.
6 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
How about the vision on the run here? This one's intended to just be a straight dive up the middle. But once he gets through traffic, he sees that the open space is to the outside. So he's just going to angle himself out wide and win the race to the pylon.
And he will get in to make it 8-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Carry now for Adrian Peterson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Here we go, son. All right.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. All right, Charles, quick Emmitt Smith story. You've heard of the Madden video game, right?
I have heard of the Madden video game, no doubt about it.
The legend goes that Coach Madden said players used to come up to him all the time and complain that their ratings were too low. The only person, though, that came up and said, hey, mine's too high, Emmitt Smith.
You're kidding.
How can you rate Emmitt Smith too high? That's the question.
Boy, talk about humble. That's taking modesty to a new level.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Fields. His throw here is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, a run with McFadden. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. give right to McFadden. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
McFadden again. He showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll run it. Here's McFadden. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll run. McFadden. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Darren McFadden with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And the Jets have recovered. So problems compounding themselves.
And that's why you want to master that kick.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the double.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Go!
to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
To throw is Dobbs. He gets this into the hands of Green. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 12 yards on that hookup. That's a Steeler first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Right back to Adams. He's got it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
He'll get rid of it and complete it. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. Dobbs. He's got it about the 8. And he will get it into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Son.
They'll run. It's Darren McFadden. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here comes McFadden. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs. Back-to-back losses. Now it's third down. team.
Here we go, son. All right.
They'll run it with McFadden. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here. And that will take us. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go, son. All right.
On the ground, it's McFadden. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Here's McFadden. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss. I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play.
Get down!
Sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Trap 60. 19 Lions.
Dobbs now to throw. He'll get that complete to Harrison. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 19 type. 19, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready? 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Dobbs to throw. Got a man.
I had him. That's my mama's cat. I gave it to him.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure, and when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and the quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So Kittle comes in motion. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go. All right.
They'll run. It's McFadden. He works free. Ringside. And he is gone. 79 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the
I'm being lazy, Paul. BP there. Let me be lazy. Can I be lazy?
Ready to go once more.
Let's go now.
They'll begin here on the ground. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Get it. Liking 18. Dragon 60. Go.
Here's Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th
I do know what I'm doing. I'm just being lazy
This
right now.
offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Mustang 19.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He gets this complete, finding Adams. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome. So it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Throwing, Dobbs. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple of possessions,
God, I had a lot of games I shouldn't have lost against.
it seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, he'll keep this one on the ground. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
Now Dobbs. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit.
Can't use
This
the
a
kicking field goal.
57-yard
Wow.
attempt.
And he's making it. Are you serious?
Is good. He knocks it through.
Horrible.
So we're at halftime, and this is a 9-point game at the break.
We got to fix that.
Coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
I like Jinky.
Down the right
That's good.
sideline. He is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do
Don't
after
jump,
the
ready?
catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5.
Let's go.
They put Adams in motion.
Go.
The throw here is complete. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Got it. Ready?
They face second down and 7.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Here we go. Here we go. Buffalo 18.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A toss left side. Caught by his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 18 Pioneers.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Motion man, set right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep.
Let's go now.
There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Rig.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Looking for his tight end on the quarter route. He's got it. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
They will indeed go as they look to throw.
The
Gonna
confidence.
get there. He'll go down. They were taking a big risk. Going for it in their own territory. It will not pay off. It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go, son.
To the ground, a first down run. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Where the defense are.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Look wide. Get this one complete. And
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in?
So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Gotta think you want 6 when you have it first down and goal. A second effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Eagles. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
We've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points. So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. This is going to be returned from right around the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. Going to be back up now to start this drive. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Go! Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60.
Ready to throw is Dobbs. Going up top. That is to the 20. And he will take this one in. 94 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? We'll see a return here from his own end zone. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. They'll come up for first and 10. Here we go. Drive will start on the ground. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. They'll stick to the ground. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And it's a big game there as they try to go take this lead.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal. It's a nice run there. It gets them down to the 6.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Second down, goal to go. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. And they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Second and goal. Here we go. They'll run here. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Third and goal coming up.
So on second down, they try to hammer it in on the ground, Mike, but now on third and goal, I don't think you had any choice but to put this ball in your quarterback's hands and test this defense through the air.
A lot riding on this play. High game, final minute, third down. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain, and now it's fourth and goal. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This a potential game winner.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That's fielded just shy of the goal line. Here's first and 10.
Pass the 60. Pass it. Ready?
They'll drop to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's safe to say this offense now is entering desperation mode. They have such a long way to go with such little time to do it. You're thinking chunk plays, get out of bounds. You have to stop the clock and continue to pick up as much yardage as you can to, at the very least, be in position to take one Hail Mary shot to the end zone.
Throw it again from his own end zone. To the tight end, and he puts it in.
You got no timeouts. Ha 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 ha. Nothing you can do.
So it's a win here.
Madden is insane. I'll tell you that, bro. Like, literally put the game on his back, and he will carry you to victory. It's like he's constantly getting 10-plus broken tackles a game. I really don't need the Genty card, but he'll be a nice addition once I get him for those tougher games that I play every now and then. Have a nice complimentary 1, 2, and 3. Especially when I play somebody in a fatigue style defense. +90. Just give me 99. Well, man, I'm gonna take me a breather, man. I've got a nice little streak going. I'm gonna let the market kind of crash a little bit and come back and check on those cards, see if they go down a little bit more. Because the way I'm looking at it, if I can get that center to go down a little bit more, that corner to go down a little bit more, then those would be my next two pickups. Like, way I see it, I'm not gonna go too high on the draft day picks, but obviously if I can get Zach Frazier and Quenya Mitchell, those two will be an immediate upgrade on my team. Like if I get Quentin Mitchell, then I can let Charles Woodson go basically, or just sit him further on the depth chart. So that'll pretty much be my setup. And then obviously I can get my AP back for my offensive line if I get Zach Frazier, so that'll help a little bit as well. Um, and like I said, I'm not really too sold on these rookies. Like they're okay, but definitely hoping for a lot better results. I mean, Travis Hunter could be good because he can play both corner and wide receiver, so he'll be like a good pickup. He's basically like getting two players. Um, really, like I said, I'm not really sold on these rookies. Like he might be appear to be left tackle number one, but I doubt it. Why they make Mason Brown go too much? He ain't gonna be like no Chris Jones or nothing. I think we got us a good pick right there though with Ashton Genty. That boy that was from Texas A&M, Shamar Stewart. It'd be interesting. Kel Williams. Today's draft's definitely going to be interesting, to say the least. Like an interior threat for free? What? That's actually a good free baked on ability stack. Let me see. Buddy Coleman, 91 speed, 90 finesse, 96 power, 6'4", 296. Doesn't have a lot of traits. He just has bull rush. You may get offensive line abilities. What? Give defensive linemen offensive line abilities. It's crazy. It's double or nothing in interior threat for free. It's a good combo. Given its speed. See what other stuff we can combine with it. So he gets like offensive line abilities on 8 and 9. I don't get that. Like why would he have like I guess you can slide him in on the offense, I guess. But yeah, he gets like linchpin, edge protector all day and post up. Like I'd probably just give him post up and fucking edge protector. For real. Or something. But he gets 2 offensive line abilities for free. I'm not sure how that works. Let's see what his offensive traits are. The only thing he has is. Yeah, why would you give him ability? He can't pass block. So you give him 94 impact block with edge protector, I guess. I don't know. It's free. Makes no sense, but whatever. Maybe that was EA fucking up, I guess. I don't know. But to get edge threat elite 1. Just run stopper. You're basically stuck between 5, 6, and 7. You got to find what you want to stack. So we already have double or nothing in interior threat. So that means if he has double or nothing, we want to go a little bit higher on that. Probably give him some run stopping abilities, give him inside stuff, run stopper, and out my way. Or no outsiders, give him both of them. Inside stuff. Right there. Yeah, that's probably what I would do. Go run stopper and then give him no outsiders, so he'll stop the run. He's already got decent pass with the interior threats. I mean, he'd be decent. Just try to figure out where you want to put people. See if they fit in your scheme, really. McMillan could be interesting. I do need a second receiver. I'm already good at right guard. It's like a lot of defensive tackles. Like he's another person, Kenneth Grant. Another run stopper with. It's like he comes with run stopper built in. A little bit slower. He's got 86 speed. Really looking for something at 86 to 91 is a little bit more enticing. With Walter Nolan. It was like a couple of defensive, I think 4 defensive tackles that went last night. So the later rounds, they ended up not a 98, but let's see what he got. Inside stuff. So 97s don't get no free 7 or 8 abilities. You have 6, 5, and 4. And then you got to pair it with, so I'm trying not to fuck with the 97s, I mean, unless it just absolutely makes sense, because I'm not really going to get a good stack on them. Amika Buka is interesting. It's like a lot of linemen went in this draft in the first round between like offensive and defensive. Williams. Okay, so he got 92 speed. He ain't got no change of direction. He's with inside stuff. '97, just don't get no free 7 or 8 buckets. That's what you're looking for. It's the same thing with Jahad Campbell. Is a good player, but you don't get no free 7 or 8 bucket. Yeah. No sense going after a 98 right guard when I got a 99 already. Holston would be interesting. And we're Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren's got moves. Might be taken away. What do you got? Bruiser and red zone bread. You can put Tank on them, honorary lineman. Slot-o-matic. Steamroller. Matchup nightmare. Yo, he's got to be the best tight end in the game. It's his stats. Not much for juking. Decent truck and brake tackle. Decent route runner. He ain't got no breakaway speed unless you're going with a Colt Main team. He gets solid stats. Cannot lie there. Pretty solid. I'm thinking Walter Nolan. I'd be like the only value pick right there. And obviously some of these are pretty solid. That boy got Truz, Master Tech, and Protected built in. He might be QB1. He ain't got cap. Bro, get Truz, Master Tech, and Protected built in. We should get gift wrap for free. We'll spend one on that. We give them like Faith, Gunslinger, PPR QB. But he already has Master Tag for free, so I don't really need that. So you can probably go Fearless. Bruh, get Pocket Deadeye for free. So you have one Gunslinger, Long Range Deadeye, Pocket Deadeye, yeah, he's QB1. Travis Hunter's probably the best pick overall because I think you can do like offense and defensive for him. Let me see. But he's a 99 at receiver and corner, 93 at free safety, 94 at strong safety. Horrible block shedding, bro. Yeah, he would definitely not be like he's a straight cover corner. Is the wide receiver card? No, it says cornerback. Yeah, dude ain't got no block shit, so he just strictly for dime. Then they gave him balanced ball in the air. What the fuck? He ain't got no good traits. No big hitter. I don't think people look at shit like that. This one only gets. I think he gets defensive. Traits. Hill. Pointless to get him if you can get like the pre-order version. I'm guessing. I guess. But I'm gonna take me a nap. I'll see y'all around lunchtime, fellas. All right.